Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to be testing the new brow products from Lidl. I've heard a lot of people very curious to know about these because these are allegedly or visually dupes for the Benefit brow products. So I was also very curious to try them. So if you are very glad that I'm making a video about this, then it would help me a lot if you would subscribe to my channel for new videos every Monday and Thursday. And you can also follow me on Instagram. But without further ado, let's try these. Okay, so there are 5 products in this range and I'm going to show you one by one. So we have a brow powder and wax. This has a really cute clasp and we get a mirror. There's a very tiny brush, like an angled brush and a sponge. Then this is what the product looks like. The wax on here and the powder. I don't think I'll use this, but the fact that we get a mirror is really nice. So this whole line is called Brow Perfect. Then we get the Brow Perfect Eyebrow Gel. It's got a really small brush. We have the Brow Pomade. And this one really looks like a Benefit product. It looks like this. And it also comes with a little brush. This one looks a little bit better than the other. There's the Brow Perfect brush and pen. So you get a brush on one side and then the pen on the other. See, twist up pen. And it's got one of those kind of teardrop shape. And all of these brow products were available in 2 shades. Deep brown, that is the one that I got in all of them, and I think it was called classic brown or medium brown or something like that. That was a lighter shade. And then there is a highlighter that was only available in 1 shade, and that one looks like this. Okay, and all of these products were €2.29 each, and well, I only got 2 brows and I got like 1, 2, 3 different products that I could use and then the eyebrow gel on top. But what I think I'm going to do is use the brow wax and powder on one side, maybe use the pomade on the other, and then I'll use the pen to kind of do a little bit of touch-up if I need. And unfortunately I don't have the Benefit brow products to compare, but I can tell you if these products are good or not. And without a term of comparison, that can be good because I don't have a biased opinion. So I'm zooming you in a little bit and I'm going to use my Jessup brow liner brush to use the wax, and the mirror that comes with this is actually really nice to see kind of up close. And okay, so going into the brow wax, it seems to be very creamy. I'm actually going to use my other mirror because it's magnifying. The product seems to be very creamy. And my brows are in a little bit of need to be trimmed, but doing your brows can actually be a nice time to do it because you can see exactly what hairs you want to get rid of. But I don't like to pluck them too much. I'm actually not used to using a brow wax and powder. I usually either use a pencil or a pomade and then a gel. Okay, so far I am liking the way that looks, and I'm now going to use the powder on top. Only 2 shades of each product, however, is a little bit, well, it's not enough. If you have blonde hair, the lightest color would probably be too light, and if you have black hair, this one might be a little bit light, and I actually think it's just slightly warm toned, but for me, I'm in luck because it's a perfect match. Okay, I think that looks really nice. It kind of shaped my brow and it seems to be a little bit tacky. Okay, so this one seems to be really nice. Even on itself, I think the brow wax is giving the brow hairs a little bit of fixation. So I'm going to try the pen just a little bit. I think I might not have left enough to do on this brow, so I'm going to do a little bit on this one. Yeah, but this seems to be also very creamy. And I usually like to have a little bit thinner pencil, but with a light hand, I think you can manage. Yeah, and then with that more pointy end, you can kind of do more precise lines. Yeah, I actually really like the way the pencil or pen is doing. I also think it's very useful to have this brush. I always really like to comb my brows up. Okay, so now I'm going to try the pomade, and for this one I'm going to use the brush that comes with. You can even do that thing to put the brush on the lid. Okay, and this one is also very creamy. You can see I touched very lightly the pomade and it's already got a little dent in it. Okay, this seems to be filling them up really well. And the brush is actually really nice. Well, I am very impressed. Lidl is stepping up their makeup game. Filling it in a little bit on this side. Yeah, now I know I have a little bit of bushy brows, but I kind of like that. Just going to use this brush to comb them up. And these are definitely not twins, and they don't have to be. Okay, And now for the brow gel, this is a colored brow mascara. Okay, and this is also a really nice match. But my brows are already very extra. Yeah, this is actually good. My Essence Make Me Brow is almost finished, and that one's already a dupe for the Benefit Gimme Brow. And now I got another Benefit dupe apparently. Okay, so I'm gonna let it dry a little bit. And without any makeup on, this is looking a lot. This does transfer a little bit, but maybe it's because it's still wet. And finally we have the Brow Perfect highlighter. Now the only thing I wish about this is that it would be better to have a two-sided pen or pencil, one with a highlighter and one with a kind of concealer thing to clean up the brows. It's a little bit pink, but it does give a nice reflection. I don't know if you'll be able to tell very well on camera. Okay, so I'm just trying to put a little bit more, but it's kind of a subtle glow. I mean, it's a little bit hard for you to see. But yeah, it does give a little bit of a glow. I am not the biggest fan of the undertone. It's kind of a duochromatic or something like that, and it's got a bit of a pink color. And I'm not a big fan of that, but if you like a pink brow bone highlighter, then this is probably for you. Okay, so as I said, without any other makeup on, this is looking very extra. So I'm going to do the rest of my makeup and then I'll be right back for my final thoughts on these products. Okay, so now I've got the rest of my makeup done and the brows look a lot more natural. So my final thoughts on these products. The Brow Perfect highlighter, I don't think this is for me. It did do the job to highlight the brow bone, but I don't really like the color of this and the fact that it's only on one color. There's really not much I can do about this. If you were in kind of a more neutral tone, I think I would prefer it. Now, the rest of the products, we got the brow gel. The brush is really small and I think that's very nice. And I have already touched my brows after that and it didn't transfer, so that is very good. And they do feel soft, even though we got a lot of product on them, but they do feel very soft and natural. And I feel like they're holding up really well. Even though I'm touching them, they don't seem to be moving too much. So yeah, I think the brow gel did its job really well. Did I rhyme? I guess. And yeah, I really like this one. Actually, I really like all of the other ones too, apart from the highlighter. The brow pomade, I mean, this is an exact attempt to replicate the Eyebrow, I think. And yeah, the product looked very creamy and easy to apply. The brush on this one is actually really nice, so I really liked this. Now for the brow wax and powder, I am not very used to using this, and even though I'm not very used to using it, I managed to apply it very well. The brush, I don't even know where it is anymore. But okay, whatever, I'm not going to use that anyway. I think the brush was a little bit... It really felt like those cheap synthetic brush hairs. And then that little sponge thing, it's probably not very useful either, but very useful is the little mirror that we get with it. So this one can be very, very practical, and it did perform very well. And so did the brow pen. The product is very creamy, and I actually liked the shape of the pencil. This actually looks a little bit similar to the one from Primark I have, but this one is a little bit more thin and is also a lot more my brow hair color. And the spoolie on the other side is very useful, so I really liked this one as well. So we got really 4 great products and one that I didn't like so much. Now, do I think you need the whole range? Probably not, but I mean, for the price, it's not even a big deal. €2, basically €2.30 for each product. I mean, the brow gel is probably an essential, and between these 3 products, I would probably pick these 2 and the brow gel. But if you are used to using the brow wax and powder, I think this is also really nice. So you can kind of get a few products to choose from, depending on what you're more used to using. And will I reach for these again? Definitely. I mean, for the price, they are very, very good and they really impressed me. As for the shade range, it's really bad. They only have 2 of them. This one is a really good match for me, but if you have a lot darker hair, if you have like black hair, this might not be dark enough, maybe. I mean, they do look a little bit dark, but if you have a very blonde hair, then probably the lightest one is not going to be light enough. Maybe just try it. I mean, for the price, it's really cheap and these are very good. So yeah, those were my final thoughts on the Lidl Benefit dupes. I really enjoyed testing these. If this video helped you, if you were really dying to see someone test these, then give this video a thumbs up. It helps a lot, and it also helps a lot if you would subscribe to my channel for new videos every Monday and Thursday. And that is everything for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!